Hello guys, welcome to my channel DIY Repair Now, and today we're going to be working on this bottom freezer Amana refrigerator. The model number it's on the display. Now the problem that we have with this refrigerator is that it's working intermittently. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. Sometimes it will start working normal, and then it will turn off for a couple hours, letting everything thaw out and defrost most of the stuff. So that's why the customer said that it's working intermittently. Now it's a couple of things that we have to take in consideration. She says that a company already came by and replaced a compressor relay. Now those symptoms is always going to be a couple situations. The first thing, it will be check the compressor relay or compressor. But if she already told me that the compressor relay it's been already replaced, right now I'm showing how you remove this panel. Sometimes you will find screws around there, and then if it's no screw, if it's a screws, remove it, and if it's not screws, just lift up, and then this will come right out. So like I was saying, you have to take those things in consideration. Check the compressor relay, make sure it's good, because that's one of the reasons why a refrigerator will start working intermittently. However, like I said, she said that it's already been replaced. So now we're gonna go ahead and check the temperature control thermostat, which in most of the cases, when you tap it, it will come right on. As you see on this footage, I tap it and then it came right on. Now I got a different point of view. That's what happens when I tap it on the compressor side. The fan motor came on, so I had my phone recording right by the fan motor, and this tells me that every time I tap it, the fan motor comes on, but it was like kind of on and off. So today we're gonna go ahead and replace the temperature control thermostat, and this is one of the most difficult things to replace, because it's really no way to find out if it's right. And you will find information said, oh, go ahead and check for ohms, and yeah, the ohm reader will help you, but not 100%, because if those contacts are in the on position at the time where you put your meter in, it's gonna test that it's fine, but that doesn't mean it's fine. So this is the most efficient way to find out if that thermostat is good or not. However, sometimes, like when I got to this repair, when I got there, it was working fine. So I was like, everything was froze, everything was working fine. But while I was there, it turned off, and it looked like the fan motor in the back, it was trying to come on. So that's when I determined that it could be the temperature control thermostat. So like two companies was already here, and they couldn't figure out what was the problem. One of them replaced the relay, and that was not the issue. As you saw how I removed that panel, it has two clips that needs to be released, and the same way you put it back on. Now this has two tabs as well, and you release those tabs with a flathead screwdriver, and this piece will come right off. This is where we have our temperature control thermostat, and you just look how is the position. Take a pictures with your phone, that way if something, if you don't remember how the wire was or where the thermostat tubing was, just go by the picture that you took with your phone. Now this is a little tab that needs to be released, and the whole piece come right off. This is a very easy repair, because it doesn't take a lot of tools to be able to get it done, or a lot of experience to get it done. Now we remove those terminals. And this is our new part. That's the part number right there. If you guys want to go buy this repair, just grab the part number. As long as you have the same model number, this part will work in your model. Now, like I said, just remember the other one, how it was positioned. And if you don't remember, grab your phone and look at the picture just to guide yourself how it was. However, I'm going to leave a picture here in case you want to use this one. Once you already got the thermostat in place, just go ahead and connect your ground wire and your two red and gray wire in place. Now at this point, where these two wires goes does not matter. The only one that matters is the green, which is your ground wire, because that's for ground. Now just go ahead and put it in place and make sure it clips, it snaps in place. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this cover back on. As I showed you early, it has two tabs, and those tabs have to go in those two holes, and then that's how it is. It was no screws there, but if you have a screws, it will be or either a 1/4 or a Phillips screws. Same thing with the knob. When you put it in, it's going to be a small slack and a big slot, and then there's no way that you can get confused because it will only go in one way. At this point, we're pretty much done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install the bottom freezer door, and go ahead and make sure that goes to the male female on the front, and then it goes in place in those male to female spots. Now we're going to go ahead and install our bottom shelf. Same way, it will just look for the right position. As you see right there, it only goes one way to make sure it's in place correctly. And now we have this top drawer. Now just go ahead and plug it in. And go ahead and relocate the refrigerator, put it back where it was, and go ahead and adjust the temperature however you want, whatever is your convenience. Now we're gonna go ahead and adjust the temperature, basically turn it on, because I put it on the off position just to be able to finish the repair. As you see now, it's in off, and we're gonna take this setting to 5. Not too cold, not too warm. You see I tap it there, nothing, it doesn't go off or on because it's not supposed to do that. Everything is fine. And that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.